All right, y'all.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Damara,
Hi, everybody. My name is Sabrika.
and we just wanted to, discuss what the group is going to be about and what you can expect throughout the group. So first, I think we should start by just giving you a little background, the purpose of the group. So this group is intended to be like psychoeducation and support for individuals who have endured domestic violence. We plan to help you guys have some tools with trauma reactions, some safety planning, develop some coping mechanisms. We are very supportive in this group. We don't want to enable you, so we do want you to have some independence within your recovery, help you to and be empowered, self efficient, help you not to isolate. Hopefully, get some culturally informed information, some things that you may not have known about others. And so that you know you're not alone in this fight. Sabrika is going to give some ground rules so that we are all on the same page.
Okay, so hi again, everybody. I am, of course, instructing along with Damar. So what I wanted to bring up was this is a closed setting, this is a closed group, and the group is going to be closed because we want to be able to build like trust and cohesion and emotional security. So of course, you know how everybody is. Nobody all up in their business. So once the group starts, we have selected the individuals that we want to be in the group and that you will feel comfortable with. And we don't want anybody else coming in, like breaking up like that collective like experience or, just coming in and probably shaking or rocking the atmosphere. Um, as far as the ground rules and the general rules that Damar and I came up with is respect all voices. Everyone has a narrative and feelings will be honored without interfering or any criticism. Consistency. Members are encouraged to attend consistently and arrive on time to create, endurance and trust. No violence or threats. The gathering must remain a safe area free from anger or intimidation. Safety first. Members are encouraged to prioritize their physical and mental safety at all times. No disclosure of specific abuser identities or present unsafe locations. Confidentiality, which is so big. Like we talked about, it being a closed environment, we want everybody to feel comfortable, and what's shared in this group stays private unless there are circumstances where you are a threat or a harm to yourself and others. We will, have to report that. So please keep that in mind. But I don't think we'll have any of those issues in this group. Um, and voluntarily sharing. We encourage you to share your experiences, but it is never mandatory because sometimes, people deal with things differently. So hearing an experience, you may relate to it, you may be want to share, and if you don't, then that's fine. We will be doing this consistently. So if you come here 10 times and you don't want to share, but on the 11th time you do, we welcome that. And we want to make sure that you're encouraged to do so. And just know that this is a process for healing and your silence is valued just as much as you expressing yourself. So to start out, because I know that coming here, you made the first step. It's a big thing. I want to know from you all, what do you believe are or is your biggest accomplishment that you could think of? It could be something present, it can be something in the past, but what do you think is your biggest accomplishment right now?
And start off by introducing yourself so we know who you are.
Yes, please.
Well,
Hi, my name is Deja.
hi, Deja.
Um, my biggest accomplishment I made was finally leaving a relationship that I chose my safety.
Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations, Deja. We are so happy you are here and you came to join us. And hopefully, we can be an inspiration to you to come back. Make sure you come back, girl.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And hi, everybody. My name is Samia,
Hi,
and
Samia.
hi. And I think my biggest accomplishment was actually coming to group because
Okay.
I don't like talking about my trauma. I like keeping everything to myself. I've been dealing with this on my own. So finding the group, hearing about the group, and actually showing up here, like,
Mm-hmm.
took a lot of courage.
Mm-hmm. And that's a big step. That is a
Yes, it
big
is.
step. They
Well, thank you for
always
joining us.
say, yes, thank you so much. They always, you can be on your 100th day, but like they'll tell you like that first day is the biggest accomplishment. Like it's the best one because you're finally doing something for yourself. Okay, last but not least.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeray, and I would say my biggest accomplishment um is telling somebody about it because usually I just keep everything to myself and always go through things on my own. But I feel like because of the severity of the situation, I needed to tell somebody, and so I feel like my biggest accomplishment was actually speaking out.
Okay.
I'm so happy for you all. I'm so
Yes.
glad that you taken the step to even come here because I'm telling you, like, there are a lot of people that, that didn't make it or that hasn't made it yet and hasn't made the choice. So, me and Damar, thank you so much for being here. We do. Damar, anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on something that Deja said. So she mentioned safety, and we wanted you guys to know that safety is the most important thing within this group. That's why we picked this secure location. We want you to know that the group is closed, so everything you share is this is a safe space. We will meet weekly, so on Wednesdays, normally from 6 to 7 p.m. If that changes, me and Sabrina will let you guys know. But for the most part, it's Wednesdays at this same location. We plan a program to run for about 10 weeks. It's subject to change based off of what you guys need, support that you need. We're not just going to have you for 10 weeks and say, okay, 10 weeks is done. Then you guys just are on your own. We're here to
Mhm.
support you. We're here to make sure that you're in your healing journey, your recovery, and that you're set to, get through this thing. So who you see in this group will be in this group, and we look forward to helping you guys out and supporting you in the journey that you're on.
Yep. So, we are going to move into the next process. And we thank you guys so much for joining us.
Hey guys, welcome back from that break. My name is Jeray, and I am you guys' facilitator for today. And I just want to remind you all of the fact that this is a no judgment space, and so we're going to be here to share, and that you guys are welcome and free to feel free to share whatever it is that you desire. And so to start us off for today, I wanted to ask, what brings you ladies here, and what made you choose to be a part of this group?
I'm here because um I feel like I had went through the worst like relationship that I've ever been in. And it wasn't so much of being physically abused. I was really like mentally and emotionally abused. It was somebody that I felt like I really loved and I really was in love with. And I wanted to like just give him everything. And I wanted to try to do things to make him love me back. And it just didn't work. And it was like constant disrespect. It was a constant like just insults to my intelligence or to my frame or my figure or just telling me, like nobody else will want me. And just, I believed him. I believed him. And it was really difficult to leave or to realize like that I literally had to build my confidence back up. I had to start loving me again. I had to realize that this is not what, my dad would have wanted for me or that my family would have wanted for me because, of course, nobody knew. I didn't tell anybody, but I really had to bring myself up out of it because, I wanted children and I wanted a future and I wanted marriage. And I had to ask myself, like, can you deal with this for the rest of your life with this person? And the answer was no. And one day I just woke up and I said, I cannot do this. And there was like, a period where he tried to make me like feel bad or tell me that he needed me or told me that he couldn't live without me, like saying that he was going to like kill himself, a lot of things to like try to make me feel guilty. And at one point I did, almost like cave to it, but the real person came back out like and started doing the same things over and over again. So I'm in a point in my life right now where I just I'm free and I want to start like rebuilding on who I am so I can like have love again.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I feel like for one, that took a lot of courage. So I definitely applaud you for sharing that. And I feel like, well, not that I feel like, but I would think that your past self would probably applaud you as well for being able to find that courage to get out of that relationship and be able to build yourself back up. And so I really appreciate that. Does anybody else want to take the podium here?
Um, I also had a relationship like that. Things slowly turned into like domestic violence situation. I found myself always trying to keep peace, always trying to avoid arguments, acting like everything was normal when it really wasn't. I just got tired of pretending everything was okay. I was carrying so much stress, dealing with it. I even had fear on my own, and everything just got overwhelming. Just keep going back and kept going back. So one day I just got up and just said, I need to come to this group, like, and get it out of my chest, maybe help, heal. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. I feel like you showed so much strength by, just coming here today. I feel like all of you ladies are showing strength by coming here today. Anyone else?
I just want to say, it was hard for me to come to this group because it took a while for me to recognize that, what I was going through wasn't normal. Like I've seen people around me, like my friends were in similar situations, my mom, similar situations. And it wasn't until I had a conversation with a complete stranger, I was just sitting like at the store or something. I don't even remember. I just remember this lady walked up to me and said, "It's going to be okay, and you don't have to deal with that." And from that day, I was just like, "This is not normal," And I think that's the hardest part. It's not that you're not strong. It's not that you're not, you don't have the willpower. It's not that you don't want to leave. It's just sometimes that situation feels right. It feels like home. It feels like this is normal. And you don't want to believe like something unnormal will happen to you. So I think that was like the hardest part for me to come to this group because it's like uh, allowing myself to give myself grace that I went through something that I didn't necessarily have to go through because ignorant. I didn't know that that wasn't normal.
I
Can I
appreciate
can I
that.
say something?
You can go ahead.
It's so like crazy to hear what you just said because I feel like even though I haven't even heard everybody's situation, that hearing someone just tell you that it's all right, like that is something that is so small, but we all needed it at some point in this journey, right? So for somebody to just say that, like it brings on like so many emotions because it's just like, what if somebody had walked up to us and said that sooner? Like, will we have been in the situations that we were in? So I'm so glad that happened for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And he just stole my whole entire That was exactly what I was going to say. I did not know that it wasn't normal. I thought it was okay. A lot of my friends and family are dealing with different things. They said, that's what marriage is about. You're going to have to deal with something. So I thought it was okay. Um, but I also realized for me, it's like the kids. That's what's really bringing me here, because the kids, they seem like they're like almost like they losing respect for me a little bit, because the way he talks to me, the way he treats me in front of them, and then like he even sometimes takes it out on them, and it's like I feel like I can't do anything about it. So I'm just watching,
Mm.
like me myself, I'm feeling like I can deal with this. I'm okay as long as we're a family, as long as my kids have their father, and I'm still married, and I'm got this whole, we got a house, we got a car, we leaders in our church and everything. So
Mm.
I can't go anywhere. I'm fine. I'm going to deal with it.
Mhm.
But the kids, they
Mm.
are like getting in a lot of trouble, having, a lot of health problems and stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
just noticed that I see them fighting each other a lot. They hitting me too. So I really came here because I feel like I really do need to leave, because I don't want them to think that this is okay too.
Yeah.
I definitely thank you guys for sharing your stories. Samaya, I do want to say that I would consider leaving that relationship, especially because if mom is not okay, then mom can't be okay for the kids. And so they're probably acting on what they're seeing, and they're probably picking up on how you feel, because even though you may not say things to them verbally, and you may feel that you're showing up fine to them, they can still feel the connection. They can feel the energy and the negativity that may be living in that house with you guys. And so I would say you should consider leaving, and you should just think about it. And I honestly really just wanted to thank all of you guys for sharing your stories. And I hear a pattern of basically courage and healing. Sounds like there's a lot of healing that needs to be taking place. And I wanted to say that, as Black women, it especially, well, as women in general, but especially as Black women, we tend to get a bad rep as like angry and mad Black woman, but no one ever takes time to ask us what's going on in our day and what's going on in our lives. And I feel like if we take the opportunity to just check on each other, and we just check in and say, hey girl, how are you doing with this, or how is this going, I feel like that's one way that we can kind of help each other out, because we do need each other. And that our stories do matter, and we're not alone in this. And so I just want to thank you guys for sharing. And on that note, I would like to say we can break for lunch.
Okay, thank you. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Be back.
All right. Welcome back from break, everybody. Thank y'all for coming back on time. And we just wanted to go ahead and close the meeting out. It was an amazing meeting. Thank everybody for just having the courage, like we talked about earlier, to share, to show up here. We know this is not easy, and that's why the purpose of this group is to give African American women that have been victims of domestic violence a secure, encouraging, and culturally aware environment. And this group, it seeks to empower survivors. We want to lessen that isolation that everybody feels, and we just want to increase your resilience, because that's what a lot of us, myself included, because I've been through this, but that's what a lot of us need to get out of these situations. And this does help us to reclaim our self-worth, establish healthy boundaries, and we also get to make these healthy connections. And this is going to promote long-term well-being. And so that was the purpose of the group. And I feel like we really accomplished that today. So in closing, me and my partner here, Dr. Deja, we just kind of like to do a little activity to kind of de-stress. So I'll let you go ahead and lead that, Dr. Deja.
Okay, ladies. We had a great meeting. Now it's time to bring it to a close. But before we close, meditation has a powerful healing effect. It can even reverse some of the trauma many victims have endured and promote the generation of new healthy memories. We'll close with a relaxing breather technique called square breathing. Breathe in 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and hold it for 4, and repeat it 4 times.
Okay. So we'll breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, hold it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, breathe in. 3, 2, 3, 4, hold it. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, hold it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold it. 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold it. And for this last one, when we breathe out, we want to breathe all the stress, all the sadness, all of the frustration out, 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 out. So let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And then for these last 4, breathe all the way out till there's no more air in your body at all. Feel that super relaxing feeling. All right. So how do we feel, ladies? Any questions or concerns before we wrap up?
Um, is the next group going to be like around the same time? I really enjoyed myself. I especially just love the breathing exercise. I think that's something that I can do like on a day-to-day basis. So I really like that.
Yes. Did you want to let them know when we'll meet again, Dr. Deja?
We could meet back next week around the same time.
Okay.
Yep. Wednesday. We'll be here. We'll be back Wednesday at 6. We'll be here every week at Wednesday at 6.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
And
Thank you
ladies, I
all.
just want to like tell everybody like I feel like we all have been through our things, but you know, we're here and I really look forward to like bonding with you ladies because we do all have something in common. And thank you for having me here, Dr. Deja and Dr. Samir.
I just want
Thank
to
you,
say thank you
Sabrina.
all for being so supportive also. I really felt the support. When we shared our stories, it didn't feel judgmental. I felt the encouragement to keep going, and I really appreciated it.
I just want to thank all of you ladies, to the ladies who shared your stories. I applaud you guys for sharing your stories because it also made me feel like I wasn't alone. And then to the facilitators, thank you for hearing me out and giving me words of encouragement. So I'm pretty excited to come to the session next Wednesday.
Yes. And we definitely want to again thank you all for sharing and having that courage. And also feel free to reach out to each other even when we close this meeting, take some time to exchange phone numbers, exchange social media, because these are the new groups that you need to form to really, get the positive friendships and environments that you need to change you got to change your environment and change your mind, change your thinking. And so we can't just move away from the negativity and the violence. We got to latch on to positivity, and that's what groups like this is for. So feel free to reach out to us. You have our numbers, you have our emails if there's any questions or concerns before the next meeting. And again, make sure that you lean on each other. And yep, we'll go ahead and close with that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome.
So we are talking about our experiences with the group, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, but we came together. We got this stuff done. Okay? And that's all I'm proud of. All right. So I mean, like, what are your thoughts? Like, what's going on? Okay, so what we gotta talk about me. We gotta talk about me. I had some pressure on me, okay? Let me start with that. I did not believe I was going to be selected as no leader, captain, facilitator. I didn't think I was going to be any of that, right? So when I saw my name, I can tell y'all I am a type A personality and I need to get this done real fast. I don't want to wait. Like, what is this do? This is probably what this do in like 2 weeks and we already knocked it out. Like, because in my mind, it's so much other stuff we had to do outside of school that I'm just like, get this over with. I'd rather do it accurately and fast and get it over with so we can focus on another class or focus on whatever we are going on in life. So if I got on your nerves or made y'all mad or whatever, I'm sorry.
I don't think you made us mad, but I do appreciate the communication. Because in other groups that I have worked in, communication is hard. People have lives and stuff like that. But it seems like you pushing us to get it done faster kind of pushed us to do it faster because sometimes you'll have this group project and we'll wait till the day or two before it's due and now everybody's trying to scramble to get everything together to try to figure out how we're going to submit this project or what we're going to do, how we're going to do this, who's going to do what. But like it was structured from the beginning. Everybody knew their part. And then we communicated throughout. If you had questions, we were all freely able to communicate. Everybody, answered each other's questions. So I think you were a great group
Okay,
leader.
yeah, that's gonna help me out.
And I agree with D. Honestly, I think I am one of those last minute type of people. So I really appreciate that you were on it. You were right on top of it. You gave, you very clear with the communication. You were always available anytime we had any questions. You stayed on top of us, let us
Girl, I did
know.
not sleep. If it was some time where I didn't answer, that's when I'm asleep. But 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm up.
Oh my goodness. Well, I appreciated it because it's much less stressful to go ahead and have it done and to actually learn, you know what I'm saying, to apply what we learned in the course, actually putting it in real time.
I was about to say that.
We all got a chance to participate. We all,
Hmm.
it wasn't just reading, but we
Hmm.
really got to apply that in these groups, all of the different levels from the beginning, the middle,
Hmm.
the conclusion. We had the proposal already outlined so we could even see real time how that went into the group. And that
Hmm.
really did all fall back on the leader.
Hmm.
Just making sure that we were all on the same page, giving us all assignments and stuff. So yeah, I do appreciate how you kept everything in line.
I'm glad y'all were able to deal with my
Hmm.
antics.
Hmm.
Antics. That's the word I want to use. Antics.
I feel like you were a pretty good leader. Even though I kind of like joined the group a little bit late because my schedule and whatnot, and I kind of wasn't
Mm-hmm.
seeing everything on time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my schedule is so hectic. It's so ridiculous. But I feel like you kind of had everything pretty structured from what I could see. You held it down, and I think, I mean, it wasn't hard for me to understand.
Mm-hmm.
At least what you were putting out, it wasn't hard for me to understand, and I could see, even though like with me joining in, I could see that the communication with everybody was pretty much there, and so I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if I was in any other group, me joining late. I
Mm-hmm.
probably would have been so lost and I probably would have
Hmm.
been so behind. I probably would have messed up the project. And so because I feel like everything was already laid out and it was organized and easy for me to understand
Mm-hmm.
and the communication was there, I feel like that definitely falls back on you being a good leader.
I'm glad you were able to join and get everything together. And trust me, I understand about like hectic schedules. Like, okay, this is full-time school, full-time job, part-time job, 2 children and a husband. So I don't even whatever time I have to do something, that's the time I'm gonna take to do it. So I feel like, it's cool. We all fall short sometimes. And I feel like as long as you are able to like pick it right back up and stuff like that, like that's what makes like, that's what makes for a great social worker. That's what makes for just a great, person. And just like keep pushing yourself, because like you said, if you're in another class and in another group and you don't feel like you're being supported, or you don't feel like the information is there, whatever like that, I don't want you to fall behind, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I appreciate that though, even in, having that initial period of time, because I have no issue, like if I'm in the group and I'm looking like, Deja, did I call you while you at your internship, or did I call you, Jeray?
You called me, I was at work.
Yeah, girl,
And I
you
was
said you
just
was
like,
at work,
ooh,
but you said you weren't understanding something. I was like, oh no, because sometimes it is
yeah,
hard. It is difficult to understand, like through
Makes
text, and
sense.
yeah.
as we can see, it's difficult to understand through text sometimes. So I was like, if you hear it, then it's different.
Hmm.
So let me tell you something. This one over here had me dying laughing on the phone earlier because I was laughing at her because she was like, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like I don't understand what's going on. I was
Hmm.
laughing because I did not either. So I had to talk to the mom. Like I was like, I don't know what's going on. You gonna have to take the lead because I'm confused. Like, and I rarely get confused. So I gave it in layman's terms in the best way, we all understood it. So I appreciate that. All right, come on, Deja, because you've been quiet. What you?
Yeah, I agree with everybody. The schedule aligning with everything. Cause I work too. I got two jobs and then I got internship.
Mhm.
So I just
Mhm.
appreciate that. hmm
Oh, you so
and
that was.
the way y'all, oh, the way you had everything outlined was helpful too. I was confused because I don't know why my blackboard wasn't working, but
It's the
yeah,
computer.
it was
It's
a
a it's
mess.
a it's a computer. It's a program. It's
And
gonna do
also,
whatever it feel
whatever
like doing.
internet browser you use make a difference too.
Yeah.
It's real finicky.
It wasn't, but
Yeah.
you let me thank you all for all of that. But I want to say that you all definitely made it easy. There was not like, you know, it was no difficulty with us. It was nothing. It was like, if somebody didn't understand something, it was like, look, girl, I don't understand. It was like, okay, well, I don't understand either. Somebody else got to explain it. Excuse me. It was like everybody just flowed. Everybody wanted to get it done. So it was kind of like, I felt like I was getting on your nerves at first with the proposal, but I wanted us to get it done so it can be gone over, so it can just be submitted. And I was like, and then that'll be the part that's over. This part here, cakewalk. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I felt like it was no pushback at all.
Mhm.
Everybody worked together diligently, and we got it like done. So I
Mhm.
appreciate you all for making it easy. Deja didn't say too much in the text. Jeray, you didn't say too much, but Samaya had me dying laughing. Like whenever she would respond to something, I would be like, it would just be, it was. I could, even though I never heard your voice, I could like hear you saying it or something like that. So I would be like cracking up or whatever. But I definitely appreciate everybody for again, like accepting who I am as a
Mhm.
student and as a worker, and I
Mhm.
guess now as a leader. And
Mhm.
I understand that we all have, everybody has like different learning
Mhm.
abilities, right? Or how we learn, but you all like basically conform to how I am, and that was like A+ for me. I would not have an issue with working with any of you again. Like I really appreciate everything. So
To be honest, if we really needed to run this group, like the group that we are reenacting, I feel like we would have been able to do it effectively because
yeah,
the way everything just flowed, like the same way we structured, broke things down, you do this, you do that, come together. Like I felt like we still like it was like this doing this project was setting us up to be able to run a group. Like you get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because the punctuality, the communication, the planning, the execution, like all of that, it literally identical. So like if we really needed to run this group, I feel like we would have been successful at it with no
Yeah.
problem.
And I've done groups before, like with substance abuse clients and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it was a thing where we all were facilitators. With
That's what I was
one
about to
group,
say.
like we would kill it because we put this together in no time. And honestly, I don't think another group is going to do what we're doing as far as like the compilation of, you know, the videos and like the, what's the word I'm looking for? The display, like how I'm about to do it. So, and I feel like we just look better. Okay. I know this gonna be, he gonna see this. They probably gonna say, I don't care. We just look better. So that's always a great thing. You guys are some beautiful ladies. So
thank you, you too.
Oh, thanks, Will. But anything, I don't feel like we had any difficulty. The only difficulty was in the beginning with Jeray with the communication, not being in contact with us or whatever. But other than that, I don't think that there was anything. I don't think it was nothing. So
I had an overall good experience. Yeah.
Yes.
I had a good experience too.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you all. We got less than 1 minute up on here. I'm about to get off. And then I will send you everything.
Congratulations, Dee and Sabrika about to be done, y'all.
About to be done.
Yeah.
About to be done.
Y'all be at
I'm
the
gonna send y'all
spot.
pictures. I'm gonna send y'all pictures and everything.
I'm trying to be like y'all when I grow up.
You are.
You almost there?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop this. It says less than 1 minute.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Talk to y'all in a bit.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.